Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visit hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen, poor boys, they know it's prison.
It's time to holler to the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old historic old exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
I can see your freedom, I will hold you once more. The man with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. It's never so alone. This ain't my love. Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
Well, it's Monday night, but you're going to hear this on Friday night, and you know we're still out of the station. It's the same old story that we've had for 6 months running now, and I don't know if we're ever getting back in the building or not, but we're still doing the show. We're still here for you. We're still answering mail, and we've still got a good show for you. David's put another good one together. Tonight we've got Charlie Malouff, Paul Morgan, the Death Row Angels, and the prison show in Espanol. If I see Diana on there. I do not see our other Spanish reporter, but she can hold it down. She's done it before. Anyway, we've got a pretty good show for you, folks. I'm just going to go ahead and remind you right now at the outset that you can go to kpft.org. Click the donate button and make a donation in any amount. We thank you for it. KPFT, we need the money. Let me just say it like that. Look, none of us get paid. We're all volunteers, week after week, month after month, year after year. I know David spends a few days a week working on this stuff. I spend a few days a week working on KPFT stuff. And we're all donors as well. So we're asking you to do the same thing. And you can also call 713. I hope this is working. 713-526-5738. Again, 713-526-5738. No, we are not in fund drive, but we are admonished to go ahead and tell you this every show. So all that being said, well, Charlie, you want to unmute and come join us?
Thank you. Sorry, had a little.
That's all right. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm like $1 million every day.
I hear that. So.
All right. So you're with a law firm, Tate, and you guys are working with inmate cases and stuff. And I'll let you had some important points about this stuff you wanted to make, but you're taking cases on kind of like major cases, really.
Well, it's, you know, I was incarcerated over at the PAC and was part of the air conditioning lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And in the settlement and objections proceedings, I was able to talk with Judge Ellison and basically got what we needed to do to sue for damages, which was great. Then June 1st, 2018, they kicked me out. That was a nice thing. That was probably the title of my book, The Day I Got Kicked Out of Prison. So with everything that I had from everybody, I could not for the life of me find an attorney that would take on TDCJ. So for 2 years we searched, and then about a month and a half ago, I ran across Tate Saunders down out of Kyle, and now we put together a law firm, and we have myself, 3 other paralegals. 2 are prison moms, and 1 is a parole packet specialist, and we're taking prisoner cases in addition to what you would do in the free world. So we do divorces, we do criminal defense, and we do major disciplinary case appeals, we do parole packets, we do parole, full representation. So we do post-conviction. Tate was a staff attorney on the Court of Criminal Appeals for several years, and habeas writs is what he did. So he knows the court inside and out. So that's really good. And one of the things that that impressed me when I was with Tate was that he had 5 paroles under his belt, and he was emphatic of the fact that had he not visited with the commissioners versus a phone call, that he wouldn't have got those paroles. So that was important as well. And so we put things together, and here we are. So one of the things that, you know, dealing with the families and on the family pages is the emphasis about grievances. You know, you have the Prison Litigation Reform Act, and then you have the getting into the courts, and then you also have policy and procedure. So it's imperative that they exercise and exhaust remedy. And with that, that opens the door, not just for us, but for any attorney or even for themselves as a pro se litigant. And that's important. So these are the things that really make all the difference for these guys to be successful. You know, one of the things that you hear a lot about is retaliation. Well, let's talk about COVID and retaliation. Okay, we've taken away your visits. We've taken away the law library. We've taken away your rec. We've taken away your phones. We're stuffing you with rotten Johnnies. And we're delaying your parole. How much more retaliation can you really get? So, you know, let's talk about that. So, you know, these are the things that I work with the families on, and encourage them to get the guys to stand up. And as you guys know, we have these conference calls, and in some cases, we're making a difference when the guys actually do stand up. When their grievances are valid, we can get people's attention, and that's the important part. So now you have a voice. Yes, sir.
There's a big if with that, and that's if they have followed all the procedure, if they have filed properly, etc.
Yes, sir. If is for 2 letters, the biggest word, especially in the prison world. You have to exhaust remedy. Now, there are certain situations where you don't have to get through the step 1 and step 2, and it basically has to be an emergency situation, kind of life or death. But at the end of the day, you have to exhaust remedy, plain and simple. No lawyer will talk to you. We can't talk to you, and no court will take you. So you fall on your face. But if you have exhausted remedy, then we could open the door. And on the major disciplinary case appeals, depending on the severity of the case, we may be able to step in as early as the step 1. So we've got a couple cases right now where we've actually are in the middle between the step 1 and the step 2. So we've already put the units on notice. The clients have retained us, and we're moving forward to let them know, hey, there's a problem here, and we're here, and this is where you guys need to be now with us. So that makes all the difference when the guys will make sure on their grievance, who, what, when, where, how, and why. That's extremely important. Names, if you can name them, dates and times, because that's how you're going to have the accountability. So, you know, I noticed on a lot of the family pages, there's sample grievances that I put together for them that actually came off of the grievances that I wrote when I was at PAC. So they have samples of what it will take for them to open the door to get it, and then it's up to the inmate to put in the who, what, when, where, how, and why. And then we can pick it up from there. So I try to help the families as much as we can. and answer whatever questions. Navigating the TDCJ, as you guys know, is just unbelievable. So the right hand will never tell you what the left hand's doing. They never admit to anything. It's deny everything, admit nothing, demand proof. Well, let's give them the proof. We know we have a federal judge that listens. We know we have other judges that listen, but without the grievances, nobody wants to listen to anybody. It's just woo, woo, woo. So let's, you know, if the guys will work with us, we can sure work to help them.
Well, before we're done, we'll get the address and stuff, so if anybody wants to write you. But guys, you have to really listen to what he's saying here, because what he's telling you is basic legal stuff that, and Paul will probably agree with this, you know, if you haven't exhausted remedy, if you haven't followed procedures and, you know, done your step one, and then when they come back with the solution to, or lack of solution in most cases, and done your step two and followed up, and an attorney's hands are more or less tied, you know, legally, and they're not able to, you know, really do you any good. And it's a waste of their time, a waste of your time, your family's time, etc. So I just want everybody to really understand that. You know, it's sort of like when you're writing the Innocence Project. If you're not really innocent, or, you know, I mean, you know, you have to do your part, and it has to be true and honest and a real good faith effort on everybody's part, or none of this is going to work. Charlie, you helped me out here right recently. I sort of got called on the carpet by a bunch of people, although I got more attaboys than I got called on the carpet by, for a comment that I made on the TDCJ call on Wednesday, that I thought I was muted, and I was speaking to the person that was listening to the show with me, and I said, I smell the end of these calls coming. And it did not go over well. I heard a bunch of gruff, you know, type stuff. And, you know, they told me they were moving on, etc. You know, I was already cut off once like that. But what's your take on these TDCJ calls?
My take on the calls, I don't get on the calls for a variety of reasons. I'm not a nonprofit. I'm not one of the advocacy groups, but I do listen to the afterwards, and I see the transcripts that have come in there. And my take is exactly what you said. The first 10 minutes is let's rehash what we talked about. And they will always tell you this, and then they do that. And truly, nothing really does get done. Now, there are times where there are responses, and they're actually very positive responses, and people are being held accountable. And I do notice sometimes also that it may take a week or two or three, but there has been some positive change. I noticed there's been some administrative changes to certain personnel. There's been some guard changes. I noticed with some of the complaints, oh, all of a sudden we got good Johnnies. But I also noticed too that while today we got good Johnnies, a week from now, all of a sudden we're right back to the rotten food again. So how do we make the change? Well, the one thing that for sure that has helped, I believe you got into an email that you went to a lot of people, and I think we're going to get some results. But when I'm working with a family member and they want to make a similar email complaint, one of the things that's really imperative is the copy of the grievance. I recommend to everybody, I did it the whole time I was there, and it has saved my bacon more than once. Make 3 copies. You want 3 copies of everything. One is the original, which is a 50-50 chance they're going to lose it or jam it up. The other is you want to send it home, or if you've retained an attorney, send it to the attorney. Or if you're in a lawsuit, there's your evidence to go to court. So I call it the court copy. So you have a second copy, which is basically your court copy. And then you want to keep one for yourself. The one for yourself is proof that you wrote it, because many times than not, we hear, well, there's no proof that they wrote the grievance. Well, yes, sir, now we have some proof. So when the family member has, like in one case we have where the inmate's not getting their insulin. Well, now that we have the grievance, insulin is a life and death situation here. So the standard woo, woo, woo from TDCJ is, well, we investigated, and there's no claim. Well, now we have a copy of the grievance that gets submitted as an attachment as proof that the grievance was written. So how do you argue that? It's in their handwriting. It's been written. It's got a date. It's got a start date. It's got an entry date. It's got who, what, when, where, how, and why. Now we're supporting what the argument is for the complaint. And that's the important part. So if we have somebody that's trying to hide behind whatever mask, and all of a sudden somebody from the Dallas News or the Marshall Project or somebody calls up and says, hey, I see in this email that we got this grievance in here. Can you tell me about that? That's kind of hard to hide at that point. So now we're starting accountability. And accountability is important because now we can move to resolve the issue, hopefully in where it needs to be with the inmate, get them in their insulin, get them their medical treatment, get them to the right unit, get them into the right program, maybe even get them back into the parole review. So that's another thing. If you have a disciplinary case and it affects your parole, then we want to work to get you back into that review. So there's cases that are well-deserved, and then there's bogus cases. So when it's a bogus case, that's where we need to address it. And so there's process, and we want to hold them accountable. One other thing that I'd like to throw in real quick, if there is a use of force or something that's related to video, security video, G5 or whatever, make sure that you put in your grievance that you are demanding that they preserve the video for evidence. That's extremely, extremely important, because if not, somewhere around 21 days, they're going to decide that they don't need that video anymore. So the preservation of that video is extremely important, but they have to be put on notice. That's what the grievance is all about. That is the official complaint. Put it in there. There was video at this. I'm demanding that the video be preserved as evidence for this complaint. So that's important.
You know, we are good friends with the folks at TIFA, and they, you know, they're the ones responsible for getting these calls started and getting TDCJ on the other end, and even giving us a forum to handle these questions and raise issues with them and stuff. You know, it's not unusual that TDCJ probably doesn't want to hear them, but it was, I consider it a good faith effort on the part of TDCJ that they do this. And I am not surprised. Let me say, I am not surprised that people that are now in senior staff positions are no longer directly aware of what's happening down on the unit floor, which tends to be the case from what I've seen over the 6 months of these calls. And, you know, I kind of, by not having my phone or my laptop muted at the right time and everything, I sort of got a scuffle started between, you know, a number of people that, you know, some of them wanted to jump on me about it. Some of them wanted to jump on TDCJ about it. But I need to make clear, I want the calls to continue and stuff, but I want the issues to really start having tangible results, not, you know, like literally the first 15 minutes of the call, I was watching the clock, 15 minutes went to rehashing the stuff that had been said before, you know, patting themselves on the back more or less. And I'm not saying they don't deserve some of that, because they have started with the tablets and they have started in some ways improving the phones. In other ways, they've gone back to the old, like in SEG, the old situation that, you know, they only get a call every 90 days. And, you know, the situation with phones during COVID was much improved overall, if you ask me, because people were getting calls that weren't, you know, that really weren't getting them, that sort of thing. There are some things that have happened. But the big issues that I've run into, like you said, the Johnny Sacks, yeah, they get the meals for a minute, but then they go away. Or the hot meals, they brought hot meals in, you know, and then the hot meals go away. Or medical care, where for months now, some people haven't gotten any care, and people with serious problems. So I you know, again, I want to thank TIFA for taking the initiative and getting this ball rolling. And I just hope that TDCJ will understand what a valuable thing it is for them to be doing for the community, even if we don't get all the answers we want, even if, you know, because it gives the family some understanding and some hope. And I really want to thank you for coming on. How can people get a hold of you at Tate?
They can get a hold of us. Don't send in your grievances, just a little simple 1 page. Here's who I am. Here's what I need help with. And then we'll take it from there. One thing I'd like to interject real quick. If there are any of the state legislators that are out there listening to this show, we've got session coming up. And I'll tell you right now, Hank, they need to be on those conference calls. If you really want to know what the world is going on and who's blowing smoke and who's being real, get a legislator on there and let's start holding some people accountable, because they're the ones that are going to be writing the laws in a couple of months. And that's extremely important. So encourage your state representative and your state senator, by golly, to get on those conference calls. Now, our address is the Law Office of Tate Saunders, Saunders, at P.O. Box 1234, Kyle, Kyle, Texas 78640. Again, please don't send us your grievances. If you have not retained us, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm going to send your paperwork right back to you. Just a simple one, no more than 2 pages. Hi, thank you. Here's who I am. And then we'll get back to you and work with you there.
Charlie, I want to thank you for coming on. Just a disclaimer, folks, we don't recommend any law firm or anything. We're not attorneys. We don't know enough about the law to recommend anyone. And I think probably our 501c3 prohibits it. But we're happy to have these services on so you know about it. And Charlie, we thank you for coming on. I thank you for the help that you were on the side for me. I sent out another one, I sent out another big email today, so we'll see what happens there. I've already gotten a call from a paper in Palestine, and I think it was Representative White's office. Somebody got a hold of me this afternoon and asked if I wanted to talk about it. I answered them yes, and nothing back. So we'll see.
It will happen, Hank. I told you, the answers will come quickly. The responses will come, and sure enough. So
got 2 right off the bat.
We'll start getting some resolution.
Absolutely. All right, Charlie, thank you so much, man.
You guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
All right, let's move right on to the next lawyer and law situation going on in here, and that's Paul Morgan. Paul, how you doing?
Not bad, Hank. How about you?
Hi, same thing. I'm like $1 million every day.
Hank,
I can ruffle my feathers, but it doesn't really bother me.
Hank, I take issue with the last thing you just said.
What?
Which is sending referrals out to reputable lawyers. So that assumes that there's such a thing.
I'm just saying we can't recommend anybody.
I know. I'm saying
you don't
that
think you're reputable lawyers? You're not a reputable lawyer, Mr. Morgan.
those reputable lawyers just seem to not go hand in hand.
Well, Linda, my fiance, worked for the same lawyer for 31, maybe 32 years, and I'm not arguing with you.
Linda, who'd you work for?
No, not Linda on here. My fiance here at the house.
Oh, I'm
she
sorry.
worked for Haynes Boone downtown Houston.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, big
That's a
big bankruptcies, oil company bankruptcies and stuff.
Yeah, but reputable, you could have a reputation and not be a good reputation. So you can still be a reputable lawyer.
Yeah,
you can be a shark.
Yeah.
Then again, we got reputable lawyers like Bill Hayburn. And,
man, I love Bill. That man lives to give out his cell phone number.
He does. Yeah.
It's very knowledgeable, really smart, very well.
He has to be the original parole attorney. I don't think there was parole attorneys before Bill ever came around. And then everybody wanted to follow in his footsteps.
And every time you talk to Bill, if there's one thing that will just light that man on fire is if you use the term parole packet. He absolutely hates it. For him, it's a parole brief.
A brief, yeah.
If you call it a parole packet, he'll be like, no, parole brief.
Well, Paul, we got you on here. I know you came on here with something in mind.
Well, me and Dave have been talking because David has helped me through a new change in my life, and so he asked if I'd come on today. So I figured it would
But you
be,
get married?
I do have a significant in my
He has a
life.
woman in his life, but he didn't get married.
Okay.
Bought a motorcycle.
Yeah. I got him.
What?
He's riding a Triumph Tiger.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, and so I called David up last night and asked him really silly questions like, is there supposed to be a metal bar in the gas tank? Like, just some stupid stuff like that.
Those aren't stupid questions.
No stupid questions. Yeah.
Hey, when the first time I looked in my gas tank, it had this funny looking thing in there too. And I'm like, what in the world? I couldn't siphon it if I had to. Yeah, that's technology.
Yeah.
We hope
also,
David's siphoning days are gone.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
There's gas missing. Trying to track David down.
Yeah, those apartment complexes look awful tempting when I'm passing by.
Oh, baby's running low.
Hey, man, that used to be the parts store and everything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Paul, legally, what's going on?
Well, David asked me to think of something to talk about tonight, and so I figured that now would be a time, might be a little premature, to let everyone know that I'm in like the last drafts of an ineffective assistance of counsel manual, and I'm about to launch a podcast that just talks about IAC issues and how to raise them on a writ. It's not like an advanced primer, like we're not going to be getting into like the relationships between like 1107s and 2254s, or, whether you should seek a constitutional writ on a juvenile claim or whatnot. But it is going to be a basic primer of cases that everyone should know if you have a loved one that's going through the 1107 process, or if you're a younger lawyer and you want to get if you want to add writs to your repertoire of services that you wish to provide. You're gonna have to forgive me if the iPad starts moving. It's just because we just got a cat and the thing just has been attacking me the whole time. And it's slowly right about to pounce.
Kitty.
Yeah, no, I think he sees Danny's cat and just won't leave the iPad alone. But yes, so the manual is going to be completely free, okay, and it's going to have everything from Powell versus Alabama to Strickland, all the way up to like inept cross-examination claims to Aldrich, which is like general incompetence claims. We're also going to try to add in other things that either people who are just wanting to just seek general education, or people who are trying to see what their lawyer is doing. It's going to have other stuff in there, like the state bar, when Jeff Blackburn was still with us, issued out non-death capital performance guidelines for felony representation. And I find that a lot of 1107s should have that in there to identify deficient performance. But if you don't know there's the cat. If you don't know to look for it, then you just don't know to add it in. So I do have that coming up, and ever since I've been on the prison show, I have had a lot of people writing me and asking me particular questions about IAC claims. So I would like to just kind of give a few ideas out there, and sorry, there's a cat, you gotta go away. I do want to give a few pointers out there to those who are either trying to go pro se, or if they're trying to figure out if the claim is worth spending money on a lawyer, or if it's worth writing an innocence project. A couple things that you should know, okay? If you're going to go after your previous lawyer, there's two things you do not need to establish, okay? You don't need to establish that you would have been acquitted, and you don't need to prove your innocence, okay? Remember, what you're pointing out is bad lawyering, and that bad lawyering must have materially affected your case, okay? The technical term for bad lawyering is that the lawyer didn't live up to prevailing professional norms, okay? The lawyer didn't object, didn't do an investigation, didn't do stuff like that, okay? there are certain deficient performance claims that the CCA sees nonstop. Okay, remember last year in 2019, the CCA had over 3,000 applications for writs of habeas corpus filed. Only 4% were granted. 4% were granted review. That's it. Good news for that select. Wrap it up. Okay. Good news for that select pool of people is that 94% of that 4% were granted relief. So if you are going to do an 1107, try to avoid common claims. The CCA sees all the time, and COAs see all the time, a lawyer failed to impeach based on X, Y, and Z, inconsistent statements and whatnot. Make sure it's a good claim, okay? Like a structural issue, like under McCoy, a lesser included offense that you would have been entitled to, or a failure to secure an expert claim. After you develop that, hopefully in a couple weeks, if you have any other questions about what's going on, you'll be able to use you'll be able to use the manual and the podcast to enrich your understanding of the process.
Well, Paul, how can people get a hold of you?
You can write me at 5100 Westheimer, Suite 200, Houston, Texas 77056. You can also find me up online if you have a loved one that has access to the internet at themorganlawfirm.com. Again, that's themorganlawfirm.com. And also in a couple of weeks, the primer plus the podcast should be on social media, and you'll be able to find me there.
So,
All right,
Paul, next time we come on, we'll cut the motorcycle question a little bit short to give you. Because 1107 being a writ of habeas corpus, most people are not going to know that. COA, Court of Appeals, some people aren't going to know that. The writ writers are eating it up, but normal people like me and maybe Miss Linda down there, we don't have a clue what you're saying. I had to look it up on Google.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And the moral of the story is I'll be pressing out a primer to help educate people who are in that process. But thank you for the time. It was a pleasure to talk about the motorcycle. I'm sorry about the cat.
So let's get together and ride. I'll get
Stay
you
up
out
out there.
there.
Stay up out there.
David, if your gas is missing, it wasn't me.
It was probably me. All right. Thank you so much, Paul.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, now we have our Death Row Angels, and Miss Danny, I want to say welcome back. Thank you. You're looking better. I don't know how you're feeling.
I feel horrible, but I'm here.
All right. Well, you got a smile on your face. That's always good. And then Miss Linda somewhere here. I saw her a minute ago.
Yeah, thank you. She's iPhone.
Oh, I'm here.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row. Wanted to remind everyone that we're recording this early on September 28th. And as usual, things will be coming out during the week, and we will be getting that information out to you if something comes up on your case. We hope everyone is staying safe. Earlier this evening, TDCJ reported Polonsky having no active cases. But it does have 36 employee active cases. System-wide, there have been 161. They've kind of adjusted their website, but there have been 161 confirmed or presumed confirmed COVID deaths, with 39 pending. We've had some good news these last 2 weeks. Carlos Trevino's date was withdrawn because of COVID-19. However, Medina County scheduled Romero Gonzalez for April 20th of 2021. Right now, there are 3 scheduled executions. The next execution is Blaine Milam on January 21st. We love you, Blaine. Please send the governor's number to all your friends and family. It's 512-463-2000. Blaine was convicted out of Rusk County. Some people have been calling the DA. We encourage anyone who would like to call the governor and the DA of Rusk County, like we do every execution, regardless of the circumstances. The prison show will be out covering Blaine's protest and all the protests. If you're in the Houston area or the Huntsville area, please join us at the Huntsville unit. Remember, no voice is too small. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to see the end of the death penalty, if you want to see change, get up and do something about it. I will continue to quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. As of today, the execution schedule is Blaine Milam, January 21st, Romero Ibarra, March the 4th, Romero Gonzalez, April the 20th. In other news, John Hummel, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on September 29th. Rigoberto Avala, on September 14th, an amicus brief was filed at the Supreme Court. Brandon Daniel, on September 15th, the state filed a response in opposition to your motion for leave to amend his amended petition for writ of habeas corpus. Then on September 21st, you filed a reply in support of your amended petition for writ of habeas corpus. Juan Lascano, on September 16th, the CCA resentenced you to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'm sure everyone knows about that one. Congratulations, Juan. Dexter Johnson, on September 17th, the state filed a motion in opposition for discovery. Then on September 21st, you filed a motion for reconsideration. You then filed in response to an opposed motion for discovery. The state then filed a reply in support of a motion for reconsideration. Tyrone Cade, on September 18th, you filed a motion for reconsideration. Then on September 23rd, Judge Fish denied this motion. Alan Bridgers, on September 18th, you filed a response in opposition to the state's motion to reconsider. Then on September 24th, you filed your habeas application in the state court, raising your claim pursuant to Atkins versus Virginia. Farron Wardrop, my very good friend, on September 21st, the Fifth Circuit reversed the district court's grant of habeas relief and denied the motion for a COA. Farron, I mailed this to you. Great big hugs to you. I love you. Paul Story, on September 21st, you filed your brief at the Fifth Circuit. Courtney Robinson, on September 23rd, the CCA dismissed your subsequent application as an abuse of the writ. Gilmore Guevara, on September 23rd, the CCA granted relief on your intellectual disability claim. So congratulations, Gilmore. Wesley Ruiz, on September 24th, you filed a motion to recall the mandate in the Fifth Circuit. Terrence Andrus, on September 24th, you filed a reply brief at the CCA. Richard Tabler, on September 25th, the letter you sent Judge Pittman hit your docket with a bang. Just wanted to let you know that. On a personal note, these last few weeks have been extremely rough for me, but I'm trying. I've got some letters, a lot of letters, and I apologize, but I've been in the hospital and not been doing too swift. If you were on my phone list and I've not answered, I'm sorry. Things really suck right now. I will be having surgery, just not sure on the date. Keep the prayers coming, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks. And I think Linda has some.
I got a poem. Okay, I've got a poem by Carlos Trevino. And I wanted to say, Carlos, I'm so glad you got to stay. So I want you to say, write a poem now that you got to stay. But the poem is called I Want to Stay. I'm so sorry for the way we met. I just pray you don't have any regrets. I know it's not easy loving someone on death row. I know it's very hard on your soul. Visiting me through glass brings you the blues, but I thank you for helping me walk in my shoes. Despite the pain and strife, I feel so happy that you are in my life. Thank you for holding my hand as we walk through these miles. Thank you for all the wonderful smiles. I can see the sadness in your eyes. Soon we will have to say goodbye. I can see that your heart is breaking, for your bottom lip is shaking. I wish I knew how to stop your tears. I wish I knew how to take your fears. I wish I could stop you from crying. I know that time is flying. Please try to smile. We'll only be apart for a while. It's almost time for me to leave. Please be strong and try to breathe. I wish I could stay to hold your hand, but God has a bigger plan. Christ will carry me in his arms. No longer will I be in harm. No longer will I see bars and concrete. I will finally be free. From a cell to a mansion, all because of love and passion. I'll miss you like crazy. I'll love you daily. From heaven above, I'll continue to send you love. I know you'll feel lonely and lost, but you must continue to follow the cross. I must go to the gurney to continue my journey. I'll ask Christ to watch over you till your time is through. Thank you for all the love you've shown, but from here I must walk on my own. I don't want you to see me how they will execute me. Instead, I want you to remember all those special moments we spent together. Well, I must be on my way. Yes, I know you want me to stay. Beautiful poem, Carlos. And thank God you don't have to go. Not now. Everybody take care.
Ladies, we really want you to be out of a job. I mean, seriously, out of a job where this stuff is concerned. Thank you so much for all that you do, all the communications with all the inmates, time and time again, the executions, the protests, everything. And I thank y'all so much.
We wanted to end too. We certainly do. Danny and I both do.
I know you do. Man, you know, there's no way there's no way the community can repay you for these things. And, you know, a lot of people just have no idea how much you actually do. So, you know, from the rest of the Prison Show gang to y'all, we love you and thank you very much.
Thank you, Hank.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Way more than welcome. Okay, so now, Diana, is your sidekick on?
No, he called me and said he's not going to be able to make it today, so I will take over and
well, you
I'll
notice
take care of it.
You notice after the last time, he's on sidekick status now.
That's okay. He's I think he's doing some stuff at home, so I'll take care of it for today.
Family man.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to switch now. So, buenas noches a todos. Habla Diana Islas y estoy aquí con ustedes para traducirles la información que se les ha proveído esta noche. Primeramente teníamos a un abogado en el principio que se llamaba Charlie Malouff. Él estuvo hablando sobre cuando él estuvo preso y fue parte de una demanda en relación al aire acondicionado. Después salió y quiso demandar a la cárcel, pero nadie tomaba su caso. Entonces él se hizo un abogado. Las personas que trabajan con él son personas como una mamá que tiene a un hijo preso, también personas que hacen los paquetes de parole. Varias personas hacen diferentes cosas. Este abogado no es gratis, no hace los casos gratis. Es una persona que podrían contratar si gustan. Les voy a dar la información en un ratito. Él mencionó que es muy importante que cuando ustedes tengan su cita de parole, que el abogado vaya en persona, porque hay muchas veces, bueno, ahorita en la pandemia no sé si eso está ofrecido, pero normalmente podrían hacer una llamada o pueden ir en persona. Entonces, él dice que es muy importante que el abogado vaya en persona. Otra cosa es que quería hablar él sobre las quejas que ustedes pueden meter dentro de la prisión sobre si no les están dando el medicamento o cualquier cosa en realidad, pero él quería hablar sobre eso porque hay muchas personas que no están tomando los pasos necesarios para triunfar contra la prisión cuando hacen esas quejas. Entonces, primeramente él quería decirles que hagan una queja. Y pongan a la prisión en noticia por entregar la queja. Ya cuando hayan hecho eso, entonces ustedes podrían encontrar un abogado. ¿Ok? Entonces, tienen que seguir esos pasos, si no, los abogados no van a tomar su caso, sea él o sea cualquiera. También mencionó que cuando hagan la queja, tienen que hacer 3 copias. La primera es la original, es la que ustedes escribieron, esa es la que van a entregar. ¿Por qué tienen que tener 3 copias? Porque esa original se puede perder, dañar o X cosa, y entonces ustedes tienen que tener pruebas que ustedes entregaron esa queja y que ustedes la escribieron ustedes mismos. La segunda copia la tienen que mandar a su abogado si ya tienen uno o a su casa con sus familiares para que ellos tengan la prueba y que no se les vaya a dañar ni se les vaya a perder. Otra cosa es que tienen que tener la copia para la corte, ¿ok? Entonces son 3 copias de la queja que han metido. Muy importante es que si hay un video, ok, por la razón que ustedes están haciendo la queja y hay un video de las acciones de los guardias o de cualquier persona en la cárcel en la que ustedes están metiendo la queja, es importante que en su queja digan, primeramente metan la queja inmediatamente y segundo, pongan en la queja que ustedes demandan que ellos hagan preservación del video que está disponible en esa área. Porque si no lo hacen en 20, 21 o 30 días van a borrar ese video, ¿ok? A este abogado lo pueden contactar. Por favor, nada más escriban 1 o 2 páginas, no más. Escriban quiénes son ustedes y de qué necesitan ayuda. Pide que por favor no les manden las quejas, ¿ok? Porque él todavía no es el abogado de ustedes y él no es gratis. Entonces, si le quieren escribir, escríbanle, hola, yo soy tal persona, me gustaría que me ayudaras con tal cosa, ¿ok? Y la dirección se llama la oficina de abogado Tate Sanders, que se escribe la primera palabra T-A-T-E, espacio Sanders, que es S-A-N-D-E-R-S. Es en la caja P.O. Box 1234 en Kyle, Texas 78640. Se escribe Kyle, es K-Y-L-E. Ok, entonces Kyle, Texas 78640. Nada más les quería mencionar que nosotros en el radio no les podemos recomendar ningún servicio, ninguna persona. Simplemente esta persona habló hoy con nosotros y nosotros queríamos pasarles información. Segundo, do I still have another minute just to go over what Paul talked about really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Entonces, segundo, tuvimos a otro abogado que probablemente ustedes lo han escuchado en el pasado porque yo me acuerdo que él habló con nosotros en otro día. Se llama Paul Morgan. Él es un abogado que quería anunciar que él va a hacer un manual de asistencia ineficaz de un abogado. Si usted tuvo un abogado que no lo representó en una manera correcta, que usted piensa que él hizo un error, que hizo algo mal o de plano no hizo nada o X cosa, él va a hacer un manual, un libro gratis en donde ustedes o su familia pueden leer qué pasos pueden tomar para ayudarles a ustedes contra ese abogado, porque usted en realidad va a estar demandando al abogado que no lo asistió correctamente. Es muy importante una cosa que él mencionó, es que cuando ustedes están haciendo esta demanda, no se trata de su inocencia, ¿ok? Se trata de qué cosas hicieron mal sus abogados o qué no hicieron. Por ejemplo, si ustedes tenían un testigo, una persona que les podría ayudar, no les ayudó bien o cualquier cosa, eso es lo que ustedes tienen que mencionar, no su inocencia. La dirección de este abogado, Paul Morgan, es 5100 Westheimer, se escribe W-E-S-T-H-E-M-E-R. Es en el oficina número 200, Houston, Texas, 77056. La página de internet de él es que es T-H-E, Morgan, que se escribe M-O-R-G-A-N, Law Firm, L-A-W-F-I-R-M.com. Ahí lo pueden encontrar a él, sus familiares. También él dice que este libro puede ser para ustedes o para sus familiares. Incluso si tienen un abogado, pueden seguir este libro para averiguar en qué paso va su caso. Eso es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias a todos. Cuídense mucho, por favor. A todos, cuídense mucho. Y buenas noches. Gracias.
Gracias. Well, fine job as always. Thank you so much, Diana. I want to send a shout out to John, who sent us a big fat check. Thank you so much for the donation. It's better than most listeners do. Thank you so much. I cannot tell you how timely and helpful that is for KPFT right now. So I really appreciate it.
Not only is John a listener, but John is from the inside.
Yeah.
So he sent it through commissary, and I mean, he sent a big chunk. So thank you, John. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, we cannot thank you enough. And guys, I mean, he's an inmate, so there's no reason other inmates can't. And you know, you guys several times before have given us great donations, so we really appreciate that when it comes from the inside, even maybe even a little more than we do the folks on the outs. So Thank you again, John. Now,
Your letter, I sent you a copy of it, but I don't want to
Yeah.
give it up too much. But he did say he challenges those within the different units to complete a withdrawal slip and send money to the show.
yeah, I've
That's
only seen it on my phone so far, so it's hard to read.
You got to squeeze it with your fingers and enlarge it up. So.
Yeah, I can do that, but it's a little difficult anyway.
Yeah, but he's challenging everybody to send something in.
Well, there you go. Guys, you hear it. That's from inside to inside right there. Of course, I had to go outside to get back inside, so that's part of what we're here for, you know. David always says if there's a guy on one pole and a guy on the other pole, one's got a cigarette, one's got a lighter, they both get a smoke.
And somebody's going to get a short.
Yep. All right, so now we've done everything, really. We're ready for our break song at this point. David thinks he might get to play a whole song.
I might get to play the whole song. How about that?
Texas Joe Bailey.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if everybody remembers when you were on before, but you're somebody that has your own background that, you know, relates to the prison show, and that was one of the big reasons that we invited you in. That and the music, of course.
Right. Well, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all having me. Yes, I did a little time. I was on the Cofield unit, TDC. And I want to say hello to all the guys that are listening inside tonight. I want you guys to know I love you, and we love you, and we're thinking of you, praying for you always. And just keep the hope, keep the faith. And yes, I do have a background of...
How'd you get there?
DWIs, drugs and alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol. Well,
I would say that's probably about 90% of everybody.
Yeah, that's a whole big chunk out of TDCJ right there.
You know, it's that one mistake that we make. In my case, it was many mistakes. Made many mistakes, and good Lord saw fit to turn my life around with a little work on my behalf, and here we are.
You were able to see your way out of there.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes. And now pretty much every week or every other week, I go to a unit here in the state and visit the guys and bring a message of hope, sing them some songs, and it brings me a lot of joy to go in there, and I hope it does for them too. So if any of you guys tell your chaplains to contact us. We love getting out in the units. We love visiting with you guys. We love you guys. It brings me great joy to see you guys and to let y'all know that there is hope after this experience you're going through now, regardless of what your circumstances are.
Yeah, you know, a lot of guys get in there and they start feeling like, well, there's nobody really out there for me, or nobody cares that I'm stuck in here and all that. And that's just not the case.
Not at all. No.
Even if you don't have direct family and stuff that's staying in contact with and everything, there are people out here pulling for reforming laws, reforming sentencing laws, things like that.
And there's wonderful things
second look and all these different things going on. Yeah.
And I've got a record that is not anything of a thing of beauty, but there's great opportunity out here these days. Things have really changed from the way they used to be. And
it's not the old you deserve what you got, now get out there and pull yourself up by your bootstraps with no help.
It's more of you paid the price, and now let's get on with it.
Yeah,
and
people.
I like that.
People are a lot more forgiving nowadays. You know, I had to learn that the hardest forgiveness to get was my own.
Yeah.
You know, I kick myself. My sins wake me up at night. You know,
it's a daily thing.
Yep. Well, now, have you got one prepared for us to sing here?
I do. This is a song that it's going to be on our next project. We haven't recorded this one yet, but I wrote this when I was in TDC. It's a song called The Walls, and I was in the holiday unit in diagnostics, and a bunch of guys were sitting around talking about how they would like to get to the walls because that's where you go to discharge and be released. And we were just sharing different stories. They were talking about that the walls being haunted. You'll hear it all in the lyrics. And I just want to sing it for the guys tonight. And just real quick, if I may, the leader of the ministry that I work with, his name is Brother Chuck, and he was serving a life sentence without parole. And I don't know all the details to it, but one day they just let him go. And he says that there's always hope. So no matter what your circumstance is, there's that chance that you too might make it to the walls. And this is The Walls here. I hope y'all enjoy it. calling, Lord, get me to the walls where there's pigeons everywhere and haunted spirits they walk. I get there, I know I'm close to going home. Gonna make it this time, learn my lesson, I'm gone. Out the brass gates, take a left to Huntsville Square. Smell of freedom all up in the air. Strains along for that place where they take a man's life. Get me to the walls tonight. Those steel doors slammed behind me. My whole world was locked outside. A phone call home, collect a check on her, and I'm told it's been denied. Guess she finally had enough. She stayed down those times before. I broke her heart coming back this time when I swore there'd be no more. Time flies fast behind that fence. A few years gone down the road. Still write her letters from time to time. If she reads them, heaven knows. Coming up on my date, things are going okay. I might catch Jane tonight. Had my fill of this place, gonna make my short way. Bluebird is gonna take flight. Well, my life is calling, Lord, get me to the walls where there's pigeons everywhere and haunted spirits they walk. I get there, I know I'm close to going home. Gonna make it this time, learn my lesson, I'm gone. Out the brass gates, take a left to Huntsville Square. Smell of freedom all up in the air. Strength along for that place where they take a man's life. Get me to the walls tonight. Those steel doors slammed behind me. My whole world was locked outside.
You know,
that's the wall.
That's interesting because it's a place where they take a man's life,
right,
and also a place where they can give it back.
Right, right. And that
amazing.
That was when we were all talking about getting to the walls. It was one. When we wrote that song, I took down the TDC numbers and the names of all the guys that were sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And when we put the song out, I'm going to give them all. We're going to have writing credits on that song. So
nice.
Hopefully, if we come back into contact somewhere down the road, they're songwriters too.
Guys, if you're listening, Texas Joe Bailey.
And they, one guy said, "It's strange that we're all longing for a place where they take a man's life." And I said, "That's going in here.
That's going in. Yeah, that's a good one."
Yes.
Wow. Well, Miss Brandy.
Hello.
So he's not walking this road alone.
No.
And how long have you been involved with this young man?
Well, we knew each other back in high school and then reconnected, and now 6 years.
Oh, that's the longest me and Miss Linda been together.
7.
Oh.
Yeah, we're coming on 7 too, yeah.
2013. Huh. No, I'm wrong.
Well, that's the man's job.
Don't lock me up.
That's the man's job right there. Go ahead and be wrong when it's a woman talking.
It's okay.
I can admit it.
Yep. It's easier.
Right.
That's what I found out.
Right.
All right, so we're ready to go to the callers here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start in the order that I see them in on the screen here. And Captain Tom, you're first up.
Well, thank you, sir. And how are you today?
Well, I'm like $1 million. That never changed, really.
Hello, David.
I'm all right. How about you?
All right. I'm doing just fine. Well, we got a special shout out today for Doug Sykes. It's love from Aunt Kimberly. And she sends hello, and she can't wait for you to get out of the prison in January, I believe, right? Yeah. Kimberly says in January. We got Leroy, we got Adam Walker, we got Carlos Gonzalez, we got Vincent Williams, Albert James, we got Gib Lewis, Danny Dean, Mike Stewart, George De La Rosa, John Wayne, Major Weeks, Pete Science, Richard Harris, Bill Yates, Rich Stevens, we got Peter Green, we got Frederick Raines, Curtis Bell, Cody Williams, and Paul B. Walker. We got Frank Hayes, Morris Lumpkin, Richard Meade, Packard Reeves, John Hanks, J.D. Johnson. We got Robert Willis. We got Tony Gordon, Jerry Hanna, and William Ray Jacobs, Phil Blow, and Jeremy Voisin. And also, this is KPFT Houston, and you can donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org and also text the word GIVE 713-526-5738. And now back to the Briston Show.
Okay, and now I'm going to go over to David for Alejandra.
You caught me off guard. I was letting people in, but I got it.
Oh, okay.
I got
Well,
it ready.
I'm glad we got people coming in.
Hello, Mr. David and everyone in there. This message is for Diego Islas. He is at Jester Tree Frosty Camp. Mijo, nada más te quería mandar un saludo para recordarte, mijo, que lo quiero a mi hijo con toda mi alma y con todas mis fuerzas. Y le quiero decir a mi hijo también que aquí te estamos esperando, mijito, aquí en la casa todos. No te desesperes, mijo, el día ya pronto se va a llegar. Acuérdese, mijo, que ya vamos de salida. Y cuando más pruebas nos pone Diosito, mijo, es porque ya se está acercando el final. Yo sé que todo este sacrificio está valiendo la pena, mijo. Y muy, muy pronto vamos a ver los resultados, vas a ver. Cuídese mucho, mijo, y acuérdese, mijo, que el Ibaicito te está esperando y que tú siempre vas a ser su héroe, mijo. ¿Ok? Ya los voy a ir a ver al Ibaicito y Antonio porque ya los extraño mucho, ¿ok? Que Diosito me lo bendiga, mijo, y cuídese mucho. Love you, papi. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Rosalinda, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good.
We're all good.
Well, this is a shout out for Paul David. He's in Ferguson Unit. Hey, mijo. How you doing today? Hope everything good. I got another 2 letters from you today, so I'm happy to get those letters. It makes my heart warm up. It makes me warm, and it makes me happy to know that you're doing okay. Well, I just want to say hi. I love you. I miss you. Hopefully soon we can get those phone calls pretty soon because I really miss hearing your voice. Pretty soon, I guess next month already, well, this coming Thursday is already the 1st. So I'm going to try to get your stuff for your e-com and get you started all over again for next month. And well, happy early birthday because it's coming up. You're getting old. I love you, mijo. Wish you the best. Hope to hear from you soon. I love you, mijo. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Are you this many?
He'll be 34 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yep, 34. I always call me. He's old, but he's not old.
Okay. All right. Have a good evening. I'm sure you'll stay for the rest of the call. Miss Bella.
Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby. I love you and miss you. And everyone's good on this end. We finally have some cooler weather, which everyone's happy about. So everyone's good except Heather. She's still out there, but I don't know. I don't know what to do to help her, Jedediah. No one has saw her in about a week now, and all I know to do is pray that she's safe somewhere. So, Austin got a drone from my store, and I'm here to tell you he is having a time with it. So I'm going to send you some of the photos it takes, and then tomorrow we're going to the new land, and we're going to fly it over the mountaintop so I can see the view from the mountain once we build up there. But I wish you could see him. He's like a kid in a candy store with it. And we've spent all weekend looking at tons of house plans. I still haven't made a final decision, but I mailed you some photos this week of the plans I've narrowed it down to. So, Rodney. And really, that's about all that's going on around here. Nothing much at all. So, you take care and stay safe for me. I love you, Jedediah. Night, night, and sweet dreams.
Thank you, Miss Bella. Mike Lewis, you got your shout-outs ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'll make them short and sweet so you can get back to your French horn lessons. Okay. Now I'd like to do some shout-outs to the guys to Texas, Dennis Hope, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Guy Alexander. Shout-out to Michelle Bateman, Manuel Marino, Michael Marino, Haas, K Money, Yovan, Philip Perez. Shout out to Philip in Dallas. Tasha wants me to do shout out to Payday. Shout out to Oz, Thomas, Matt. And here's some more shout outs here real quick. Edward Rees, Adam Wilkerson, Barry Barrett, Michael S. Garcia, one of Carlos Esparza, F. Bernard, Howard S. Pruitt, Jose Herrera. And there's some more shout outs to Robert L. Allen, Robert Satillo, Ernest J. Matthews, Samuel Harris, Kenneth Keble. Special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Shout out to Leo Caballo. Shout out to Alexandra Medina. Shout out to Stephen McGee, John R. Green, Roland G. Lopez, Christopher Dye, Bill R. Sims, Wayman Spriggs, Thomas Ramirez, Raymond Lee Cart, Donald Grissom, Joseph Johnson Jr., Edward Darrell Harmon, Fred D. La Raza, Juan Lopez, and that's it with my shout out. Official Lamb and his French horn lessons.
You didn't know I could blow the horn, did you? All right, so let's go with Miss Denise now.
No comment.
Yeah, I know it.
Hello, brother. This is Denise calling for Diego Islas in District 3 Trustee Camp. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And we miss you so much. There's a lot going on over here, but you know, we are doing great. And Antonio sends you lots of love and kisses. And I wanted to read something to you just to kind of remind you that God is sending you all of his love. And here we go. For I am about to create new heavens and a new earth. The former things shall not be remembered or come to mind. Isaiah 65:17. I found it super helpful to get me through the week, and I know that you will too. We're always praying for you, and we're obviously missing you so much. And Levi has something to say to you.
Hi, Dad. We're gonna do like a little mini shopping spree, and I'm gonna record it. And I wonder how many. It's gonna be my first vlog, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna tell you a joke. What do you call cheese that doesn't belong to you? Nacho cheese.
All right, brother. We love you so much. We hope you have some sweet dreams and keep your head up. God is taking care of each and every one of you in there. So don't let anybody bring you down. And we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you and having you here with us. Okay? We love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's see here. Miss Linda, you want to do your shout outs now? Go, Miss Linda. Got to unmute.
I don't see her.
All right, we'll come back to her. Diana, you want to do yours? Go, Diana.
Yes, I would. Thank you. I'm on here. The little boy who just did the joke, that's my son. Yeah. So anyway, this is Diana Islas. I'm doing a shout out for Diego Islas at the Jester 3 unit. He's very popular tonight since I've got my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law on here today. How are you doing, Diego? I really hope that you received all the pictures that I sent you, the 3 envelopes. But I know that the mail is taking a while, so maybe it's a bit delayed. But anyway, I have been spending some time at the new office where I am, and I'm learning a lot. I'm getting set up and stuff. And then today the lady took my pictures and stuff. So everything, the ball's rolling. I just, I have to figure out the process and the way to do things. Keep your head up and just remember, as you see everybody that loves you is waiting for you to return, and you have a family, big family that misses you and wishes the best for you. And we're all just here waiting for you to come back so that we can all start spending time together again, and Levi can do all these cool things with you. I miss you a lot. I think about you all the time. And I hope you're getting all of my JPays too. But please write me or call me, whatever you can do. I love you, and good night.
All right. Thank you. Devin, we're ready for Devin. And then we'll go to Miss Linda.
Hello, this is Mrs. Eversole for my husband at Darrington Unit. So first of all, shout out to the Mexican Leprechaun, old friend, couple doors down. What's up? And for my husband, I guess this week I really want to say that I'm really excited that we are together, becoming more in tune and more aware of the guidelines and teachings that Jesus laid out, and all the ways in which and how and why we're living in this society where everything that we're expected to not only tolerate and now accept, but we're all supposed to celebrate, is all just completely the opposite of all of those teachings. And I'm glad that we're learning all of this together and becoming more in tune with that. And I love you, and I can't wait to talk to you. I'll be waiting for your call as always. Mwah. Bye.
Judy, we're ready for your, right, wait, hold on, Judy. Miss Linda, I almost forgot you.
I have to apologize because I don't have my list, and I just wanted to say hi to all the guys. And I'm sorry, you know, I went back to work, so I'm having problems organizing myself now.
What do you mean went back to work?
Well, I got a chance to go back to work, and so I did, and so now I'm all unorganized. So
in geology?
No, something different, but I'm not going to talk about it.
You're working at the strip joint again? No.
Yeah, really. You know, I wouldn't. They closed their business down if they had me there.
Oh, Michael's a bad influence, man.
I'm telling you. No, anyway, I am working, and so I'm busy. I'm keeping really busy right now. So I lost my list. I don't know what I did with it. So just want to tell all the guys I'm sorry, and I'll try to find it for the next week.
Well, they'll understand, and they love you regardless.
Yes, I know they do. And thank you guys
so
for all
we.
the birthday cards. I really enjoyed all my birthday cards. Thank you.
Nice. All righty. Then we just did Devin. Diana on the recordings.
Hi, this is from my husband Preston at the 1 unit. Honey, I was just calling and let you know that I love you and I miss you, and I hope you're having a good day. I just got back from the post office, and I already went ahead and sent another email to the offender phones. Hopefully they can get those fixed, or see if they email me back or something. But hopefully they can just get the phones fixed. But I love you and I miss you. And all right, well, just have a good day. Bye-bye, honey.
Okay, Miss Judy, are you ready?
Miss Judy or recorded Judy?
No, Miss Judy.
All right. Good evening. I am calling to shout out to Rodney Reed. Hey, R, I love you and miss you like crazy. Hope you're doing well. Today was a good day. The day was over before I knew it. For some crazy reason, today just flew at work, and there was no major issues. It just was a nice, fast day. So I'm definitely not complaining. You know, I write out everything that I'm going to share during my shout out, and I've been doing this forever. Well, I went to pull up my shout out for tonight, and there was one from 9/28/18, and it was, so you know I had to open it, And it was when I was there visiting you for a 4x4. Talk about wishful thinking. I wish I was there right now and we were getting to share lots and lots of visits. Jimmy will be here tomorrow, since you'll not be hearing this message until Friday. Super excited to have the help with Mom, and she will definitely enjoy having him here while I am at work. All is good here. Charlie is lying in his bed next to me, snoring up a storm. Oh my goodness, such a little dog. He is snoring like crazy. Everyone is doing well. Everyone is fine in Bastrop. I hope you liked the messages from the grandkids last week. Please make sure you continue to stay safe and take all the precautions that you can. You're always in my thoughts, and when I'm struggling, I just close my eyes and see you and hear you. I do that at least twice a day. Not that I'm always struggling, but I like it makes me feel comfort. But anyways, hang in there. Good things are ahead. And one day, hopefully soon, we will look back on this time and it will all be behind us. We have lots of plans, and I can't wait to share them with you. Just want you to know I miss you and love you. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Stay strong, keep the faith, continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. Thinking of you and praying for you. 560 and 626. Good night and sweet, sweet dreams. I love you, Rodney. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night, everybody.
Good night. We're going to Diana's daughter now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's only Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Besitos. I love you, Daddy. Yeah, you. Yeah, baby, Dad. Go.
All right. Thank you very much. Kathy Newton. You there, Kathy? There you go.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Prison Joe, first off. And my shout out is to Randy Strickland. Hey, babe. I just wanted to get on here and say how much I miss you and I love you. And I'm glad they got the phones fixed to 4 building, even though half the time you call, I'm so busy. It's just crazy out here what I'm juggling. Driving Zane back and forth to school 6 times a day is just crazy. Plus, the other normal things that I do, and now I'm trying to work a little bit. But I didn't talk to your mom today, so I don't know if she called in or not. But I miss you a whole lot, and I quit trying to argue with the U.S. Post Service or the prison mail system, because between the both of them, they've just I can't even tell you. Like, I get 5 letters at a time, dated all the way back to the beginning of the month, postmarked on the 22nd, and I get them on the 25th. I mean, none of it makes any sense. But I love you. I know you love me. We're solid as a flippin' rock, and that'll never change. And I just want you to know that every time I can say it. So I'm going to also do a shout out for my stepson. He is on the East Ham unit. His name is David Derleth. And David, I love and miss you. I know about your news this week. I'm with you in sadness, and nothing is forever. And I don't know what else to say, but I love you. We had some very sad court news this week too. So, I understand all the way around, both sides of it. I love you, and I'm going to turn it back over to the prison show, but I miss both of y'all and hope to make plans someday, soon. Hope for the sooner the better for y'all to be coming home. Thank you, prison show.
Kathy, do you know how many phones at Building 4 have been fixed? Because that was one of the things in my email.
Well, he told me Building 4 and Building 7, I thought, but I don't know how many phones.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, maybe they're all fixed.
And he hasn't been in that building. He just went to PhD recently and ended up back in that building. So he hasn't been back there very long.
Okay, we got to run. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Miss Francis on the recorded calls.
You gotta kill me.
This is for my husband, Chris. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you. You know, I listened to the show last week after it was all put together and heard Hank's comments to me about my shout out to you. And yes, he's right. You can see in the Tiffin notes that people, one group asked if the SEG calls were back to one every 90 days, and TDCJ responded that yes, they were. And the representative just said, okay, they did not say why, and not one single person from any of the groups there, including Hank, even asked why did they put it back to one every 90 days. They just let it go. They were okay with it. And what's kind of funny about Hank's comments to me is that just 2 days after he said that, Tifa members went after him in the notes because they thought he was too rude to TDCJ in the call because he pushed them on his issues, not SEG issues, but his issues. And they were trash talking Hank for being too rude to TDCJ. It's just unbelievable to me. But anyway, you know, nobody represents a SEG, and that's why SEG and Allred did the desperate things they did to get the phone calls that they now have. So it's just nobody fights for SEG. I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna do my best, and you hang in there. I love you and miss you, and I am so lucky to have you as my husband. You're the best thing that ever happened to me, and you make me smile every day. Poncho, you keep your people straight in there, and y'all stay strong. I love you, Chris. Bye.
Well, in all fairness, they did tell us why, because it is TDCJ policy, and they were just returning to policy. It's not fair. It's not necessarily right or anything else, but that's what they chose to do. And now let's see, who's up? Miss Tiffany, you're up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Well, thank you everybody, KPFT, for doing this. And I'm calling to say hi to Rodney Reed. Hey, Rodney, hope you're doing well. I got your message on Friday and things are good. Just calling to say hi and let you know that everybody is thinking about you and working hard for you. And that's it. Sending lots of love and care. So take good care, and that's it. Thank you guys at KPFT. Good night.
Thank you. Miss Georgina.
Hello, Prison Show. This is Georgina from the UK with a shout out for William Irvin and the Polinsky unit. Hello, Will. I hope you're well. I'm here in the kitchen having just some curry with some peshwari naan. The dog, who's going to bother me now, is playing with his little toy elephant, and he hears me talking, so he wants to come up and have a bit of a fuss. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're well and sending you lots of love. Been thinking of you this week, and I hope you've got my mail. Thank you for your lovely cards that you sent me, and I really, really appreciate all the sentiment. Thank you so much. Back at work full time. It's crazy, but it's okay. And you know, it's not my it's not my choice of lifestyle, but I'm putting up with it for as it is at the moment. But these are weird times, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're okay. We're all right here. We're just going on with things as they are. We're just, you know, accepting the change and and carrying on, trying to stay safe and good. I love you loads, and just wishing you well. Keep writing to me, I'll keep writing to you, and hopefully we can raise each other up above all this. Okay, I love you, Will. You take care, baby. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Miss Gwen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is for Jason at the Darrington unit. Hey there, baby. How are you doing this week? I expect to hear in your next letter about how much you're enjoying this cool weather. Now, just to get business taken care of, everyone out here is good. Your mom is doing really well. And when I say that, I mean that she's doing good at not rushing to get back to her normal. She's doing good about staying in bed and resting for the most part. So that's good. She is, of course, tired of laying around, so she won't be doing anything strenuous to mess anything up. She also got your letter the other day, and she was really happy for that. As for us, it's the same old thing. Kids are going back to school. I'm still not going to work, and we are back to church, slowly getting back to a schedule. I'm still waiting for them to let me in prison, just to see you, of course, but they won't let me in. So I'll just keep waiting patiently. I'm praying for you and missing you every single day. I'm sending you lots of X's and O's. I'm praying for you to have good rest and sweet dreams every night. I love you and miss you and can't wait to see you again. Sweet dreams, baby. I love you. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. We're ready for Miss Hannah on the recorded.
Hi, this is a message for Rudy Medrano. Just dropping in for the usual weekly hello and a little check-up on you. I hope you're remaining well and that you've had a good week by the time you hear this. I have a really busy week this week, no days off, so I am on countdown to Monday 5th for the next little break. But that aside, things are going okay. Trying to sort out some hassle with my flights because they need altering again thanks to COVID. So we'll see how that goes. Training day today went well, which I will update you on in a JPay. Plan to spend a few hours this evening at the stables. The weather's getting really cold here. So yeah, the horses definitely need bringing in for the night, and there's 12 of them to move, so it'll keep me busy for a couple of hours and out of trouble. I've had some really lovely mail from you lately, and I want you to know that you're so appreciated and you're just my favourite person. But yes, stay well, take good care of yourself. I can't wait to hear from you again, and just keep smiling, my little love, okay? Speak to you soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Kathy, you need to mute, and Marie, it's your call.
Hey, this shout out is to my husband, Paul David at the Ferguson unit. Hey babe, hope you're okay. We're all doing good. All the kids te mandan saludos. Today was a busy day. Grayson came back. Luis got off work like super early. Oh, and I got some of your, mail from you. So ya sabes cómo andaba con el mailman. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and tell you that I love you, and yeah, I love you and I miss you. But anyways, take care. Okay, saranghe. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and now we're Miss Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza in Ponsky. Hey boo, how are you? I hope that you are feeling better, in good health, spirits, staying safe, and smiling that wonderful smile of yours. As for me, all is good. The last few days in work have been absolutely crazy, but hopefully now things will have kind of quieten down a bit. I want you to know how amazing you are and how grateful I am that you're in my life. My mom wants to know she is asking for you and that she is saying a prayer for you too. Please stay safe and know that you're in my heart, thoughts, and prayers each and every day, and that you're the first person I think of, the last person I think of, and I think of you throughout the day too. So sending you the biggest hug wrapped up in love and magic. Good night, sweet dreams. And to everyone at the prison show, thank you for making this happen.
You're very welcome. Let me see. I guess I'm down to Byam Buchanan.
I would like to give a shout out to my husband, Wallace, at the Darrington unit.
Mhm.
Wallace, I know things are so overwhelming and kind of feels like the whole world is going crazy. And that causes so many mixed emotions, doubts, questions, and conflicts. But we are better than that. So we are living in a time where we should just focus on the positivity that we have in our lives. I know I've said much more than usual, but I want you to know that I love you endlessly and that is something that the system could never change or take away. I apologize for the parts where I could have done better, but right now I need you to hear my heart and find your strength. There is absolutely nothing in this world that can replace your role in my life. I'm missing you in every single moment, and every step I take seems wrong without you. I love you more than the bad days, and I love you most. Good night, my love. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, we're ready for Miss Lydia. Kathy Newton, you need to mute, please.
Good afternoon. This shout out is for Beto. It's Monday the 28th at 1 p.m. I'm at the office, mijo. I came in at 11 this morning. We're expecting a cold front later this evening. It's humid. Yesterday it was 97 and very humid. I sent you a snail mail Friday with some pictures that I printed. I spoke with the Artie last night and they're fine. They're good. Also spoke with Valerie and she's working and she's fine. I was happy to hear that Theo Jr. wrote and sent some pictures of the truck. Yes, it is a very nice truck, and I promised Nicholas a tank of gas when he comes down. Told him I would fill it up, and he was happy about that. But we're all good, mijo. There's still lots of COVID. We know of some people that are sick, but we are all fine, thank God. It was good to hear that you had a video conference with that doctor and that you will get some labs or the results from the labs, hopefully. And yes, hopefully we will be getting a call from that new phone that they're supposed to be passing around. I want to send my saludos to Big Lou, to Jeff, to Rudy, to Juan, Eric, Blaine, Artie, Ruben, Larry, and Big Will. Know that you are thought of and in our prayers. Take care, mijo. I love you and I miss you. Bye.
Well, thank you for that. Let's see, where am I now? Rosa, or no, excuse me. Hold on just a minute. Lisa Marie.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'd like to say hello to my husband, Shelton Lee, on Luther Unit. I love you, baby. I miss you. And I would like to shout out to a few of the guys there: Greg, Alex, Matt, Larry, David, Peanut, Victor, Lackey, Oscar, Michael, Andrew on Dorm 4, and the rest of the faith-based dorm, the guys at the trustee camp, James, Chris, PJ on 20 dorm, Billy O on 14, Rue and Levi on 5, and I'd like to read something short to my husband that I love so much. I love you. I love you in ways you've never been loved, for reasons you've never been told, for longer than you think you deserved, and with more than you will ever know existed inside me. I love you, Shelton Lee. Thank you, Prison Show.
Well, you're very welcome. We're ready for, Miss Vicky or Vicky 2, either one.
This shout out is for Big Show at the Darrington unit. This is a special request from a couple of your besties, so I'm going to give it my best. Here it goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Big Show. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great birthday.
I take it that's it. Okay. Rosa, Miss Rosa. Oh, Miss Rosa, you got to unmute. There you
Hello,
go.
this is for Jose Ismael Salvador. Hola, tío, it's Brittany. I hope you're doing good today. I sent out your card and hopefully that's there soon. So, yeah, I love you so much. So, here's mom.
Hola, hermano. Un saludo para José Salvador a Darrington Unit. Hermano, te queremos mucho. Yo sé que hablamos un ratito ahora, pero todos estamos bien. Evelyn, mamá, y luego saludamos a los abuelos también. Todos están bien de salud, no te preocupes. Tú cuídate mucho, te queremos. Siempre estás en nuestras oraciones, incluso todos tus compañeros, para que Dios los proteja y estén bien todos los días. Gracias. Buenas noches.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And now the other Vicky.
This shout out is for my son, Riggs, at the Darrington unit. Hi, baby boy. We love you. We miss you. Your ears should have been burning today. We actually got out and went for a little drive today. I was having a pretty good day. So we kind of just got out and really did nothing. And just thinking about things that we're going to get done when you get home. I miss you so much. I sure am ready for one of your big bear hugs. Just not too tight. We don't want to snap a bone. Nothing new is going on here. It's same-o, same-o. I only had one doctor's appointment last week, and I only have one upcoming next week. But enough about all of that. I hope you're doing well. It's cooling off outside. It's been in the low 80s here. So hopefully it's cooling off down your way. I do see that there's a lot of flooding in the Houston area, and I'm praying for everyone there. I'd also like to do a shout out for Big Show and for Popeye. Hey guys, everyone else at Darrington, also, hello. Thank you, Texas Prison Show, for helping us send the love to our loved ones. Okay, baby boy, I gotta go. I love you. Big hugs.
Thank you. Okay, we're ready for Dawn. How you doing? Dawn? Dawn and Ryan? Okay, we'll move ahead to Stacy and we'll go back to Dawn. Stacy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm like $1,000,000 every day.
Sorry. This is to my husband, Sporty Black at East Tam unit. Hey, baby. I trust you're doing well with our Friday night blues chaser on this Monday night here in Virginia. Yeah, across these miles. Thinking of you and wishing you and I were together. I'm there or you're here to celebrate your born day. Yeah, happy birthday, baby. Yeah, to my amazing man, happy birthday. I cross our fingers we'll soon be up in each other's face instead of I'm up in your ear now, and I trust it brings you soothe and calm and a smile. Yeah, happy belated birthday, baby. I love you so deeply. Now for the girls and the girls are behaving, and me, I'm holding up my schedule with the doctor appointments. It's keeping me busy. Yeah, Pops is mending and he's on his way for physical therapy. I've been on the road every day this week when you get this, yeah, to the doctor's appointments. I've been hearing from you consistently. The 9th, 20th, and the 21st today. I sent you out 2 envelopes this morning with pictures, so be on the lookout for those. And I also sent you some money, so get receipt of it. And I'll be sending you a JPay later on tonight. So, baby, this is kissing you deep and holding you tight. I got you as you got me. And I love you so very much. Take care. Mwah. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
Thank you, Stacy. Lisa, let's go ahead and get you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so thrilled to be on here. I've tried numerous times, and thank y'all for letting me on. We have 2 boys. One's at Cofield Unit. He unfortunately caught a bogus case last Monday on the 21st, so I don't know a whole lot of information about that. His name's Michael, so I wanted to give a shout out to Michael if he gets to hear this. We also have our younger son at the Gist State Jail, and he made parole, but we're just waiting for this goofy COVID so-called substance abuse program for him to finish it to come home. I got to talk to him actually earlier tonight, and I just want my boys and all the other inmates to hang on and just hold on to God and hold tight, and just everybody's going to come home. It might be later than sooner or sooner than later, and thank y'all at the Prison Show for everything y'all do for everybody. Y'all are amazing. And just thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you. You know what? Whenever you call up, just go ahead and talk to them just like they were sitting in the living room. They'll hear you. They'll appreciate it.
Well, we're holding it down. We're holding the house down. We're going to work every day and just surviving, and we miss them. We miss y'all like crazy. Everybody misses y'all here at home, and I'm kind of tongue-tied, and I usually am not tongue-tied. I can talk your ear off, but we love y'all. We love y'all so much, and we miss y'all. And I know God and His angels are with y'all, with all of y'all. Just stay out of trouble. Stay busy. Y'all open your Bibles. Maybe even start a Bible study. You know, Justin, I told you to start a Bible study. Michael, if you hear this, you start a Bible study too. Just keep walking with God. That's all I really got to say. Thank you, gentlemen. And y'all have a very blessed week.
You too. Thank you so much for calling. I'm glad you got on.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing y'all again someday down the road soon.
Okay, absolutely.
Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Dawn and Ryan, are y'all on? Dawn?
Say, Hank, I want to take a moment to thank Donald Bohm. Donald actually sent us a check from
another one. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. Dawn, I don't know if you fell asleep or what. I'm going to try you one more time in a minute. We're going to move on right now, though. 7069, last 4, 7069. Bingo. Oh, that's probably not how that works. 7069?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, this is for Juan Segura in East Ham Unit, and I just want to let you know, baby, I've been missing you and thinking about you. I still haven't received any letters from you since last week. I did send you a letter yesterday, which it was Sunday, the 27th. So I just want to let you know that I'm here thinking about you every day, praying that everything goes smooth and you get home really soon. Keep your faith up, never give up, be strong. I love you and miss you with all my heart. Love you, baby. Good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Dawn, we thank you for the message. I loud and clear. Thank you so much. Okay, now let me see. The next is 0687. Or was that 0687? No.
Bueno.
Oh, bueno.
Hola, buenas noches, Mr. Hank. ¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bueno. ¿Tú?
Muy bien, Mo, que yo muy bien, gracias a Dios, aquí, echándole
Bien,
ganas
bien.
a la vida. Ok, gracias. Este saludo es para mi hijo, Jan Ramírez. Hola, mijo, aquí como siempre, buscando este día tan especial para mí, para poder mandarte, decirte cuánto te amo, mi niño, que, ¿verdad? Y que tú eres lo más importante en mi vida, tú eres mi prioridad, mijo. Sabes que te amo tanto, hijo. Estaba en la línea, pero se cortó y volví a entrar otra vez y gracias a Dios pude volver a hablar, ¿verdad? No había hablado porque se cortó, pero ahorita entré bien, qué bueno, me da mucho gusto. Así que, mijo, ya sabe que aquí, siempre pensando en usted, orando por usted, y verdad, pensando en todo, verdad, y que estés bien, hijo, que tú tranquilo, tú aguanta, y tú ya sabes que no puedes perder tu fe, tienes que seguir con tu fe, no me puedes echar para atrás esa fe, hijo, no te confíes, usted siga adelante, el Señor existe, Dios es real, y está al tanto de todo lo que pasa con usted. Él va a hacer algo en su vida, mijo. Así que usted no se preocupe, échele muchas ganas en la fe. En la fe, mi amor. Usted siga confiando en Dios. Y también te quiero decir que tu hijo está bien, no te preocupes. Todos están bien, ¿verdad? Allá en la casa, todos están bien, gracias a Dios. Aquí, Sergio, todos estamos bien, ¿verdad? Así que, mijo, salúdame allá a los muchachos. Diles que les mando un abrazo a cada uno de ellos y a ti te mando muchos besos y abrazos, bendiciones, todo para ti, mi hijo hermoso. Ya sabes que te amo tanto, mi niño hermoso, y siempre serás mi prioridad, siempre, hijo. Dios te bendiga y te cuide siempre. Cuídate mucho, mi niño, ¿verdad? Y sigue tu fe, no desmayes, no desmayes. Y recuerda que aquí hay una persona que te ama tanto y siempre está dando por ti, siempre te está levantando en oración. Es lo primero, mis oraciones para ti, mi hijo. Así que, mi niño hermoso, échele muchas ganas en su fe. Que acuérdese que yo lo amo tanto aquí. Gracias por el programa. Gracias, Mr. Hen, por todo lo que hacen por nosotros. Gracias. Hasta pronto. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Thank you.
Buenas noches.
Okay, let me see. Where are we now? 5811. You're the last caller that I see. 5811.
Hello.
Hello.
This is. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
This is Elizabeth from San Angelo, just calling to say hello to Isidro at the Polinsky unit. Hey, mijo, it's me, Mom. Just wanted to let you know that I still have a cold, but I'm doing okay. My test came back negative for COVID. Your brother and sister-in-law, they're doing okay. And Dad wants to say hello to you. But I just want to let you know that I received your letter today. It was dated for the 23rd of September, and we received it today, so I'm very happy. And I'll send you what you asked for, but I thank you so much for caring about us, and just keep us in your prayers, and we'll do the same for you, mijo. I love you. I really, really miss you. And let me pass the phone to Dad.
Hey, mijo, I love you, mijo, and hope to see you soon. You take care and
Hey, say hello to Isidro. Hold on.
Just stay safe, mijo, and I'll see you as soon as this is over. Love you, mijo. Here's your mommy.
Say hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, you want to sing your song? Hello, Barbie. Or let's go. Let's go. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is fantastic. It's fantastic. You can put my head and touch me everywhere. Imagination, like what you created. Come on, Barbie, like a Barbie. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, like a Barbie. Come on, Barbie, like a Barbie. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, like a Barbie. Okay, Isidro. Well, we love you and we hope you're doing good. We're doing okay on this side. Like it's enough singing a Barbie. And a Barbie. Okay, bye, Uncle Isidro. No.
Hey, brother, just hang in there. You know, we're always thinking about you. We're right
you soon. We're doing okay with the COVID thing, but we'll talk to you later. Love you.
Come on, Bob.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Good night, Mijo.
Okay. We're down to 1777. Who is that? Is that Clarence?
No, this is Lavina.
Oh.
I know I don't normally call you normally on Zoom. But I just want to give a shout out to Jeffrey on the East Ham unit. Sweetheart, I love you so much. I miss talking to you today. I got I went to the dentist and that was, my mouth is sore still. And I went and worked out afterwards. So I love you so much. I miss you. I need you here with me. I'm praying for you. Love you to life, sweetheart. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you. And then 4097.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, all right, yay. Hey, my shout out tonight is for Rodney Reed. Hello, Rodney. Hello. Are you awake? Wake up. Rodney? Hey, Rodney. Are you awake? Maybe Jeff woke you up. Anyways, we just literally walked back in the door probably an hour and a half ago after being on the road for 11 and a half hours today. We were just determined to get home, had a really nice time, got lots of pictures for you. Now we're basically just gonna, we've just been putting stuff up because we've been sitting so long, trying our best to stand up, might go walk around the block for a little bit, go to the grocery store tomorrow, and then just mainly stay at home and hope that we didn't catch COVID hanging out at this 30-year-old wedding. But anyways, it was fun. Glad that we could be there. Sometimes there are things you have to do when you have kids, I guess. You should rather not, but you do them anyways. So anyways, I hope you're good. I promise to get a JPay in the mail. Well, not in the mail, but get a JPay sent out to you tomorrow. So you should have it on Wednesday, and I will give you all the highlights of the last couple of weeks. Anyways, I love you. Hope you're doing great. And I really hope to see you soon. As probably you've heard, not only did Florida lift their prison visits, but it's back to normal here, quote unquote, normal anyways, whatever that means, paranormal, more like it. But hoping that Texas follows suit soon and lifts those visitations, because I'm ready to come visit. Anyways, love you. Hope you're great. I'm going to put some clothes in the dryer and hop in the shower and pass out. Love you. Talk with you soon. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, all right, I've got a tally on the number of calls and stuff. We're just a couple of minutes shy of where we need to be. Folks, I want to go back and, David's got a bunch of shout outs, looks like.
Yeah, I want to thank all the guys for writing here at the house. And I'm not going to get out the big bag that I shouted out the last couple of nights and just shout everybody out. But all the guys know that they've been writing, and we appreciate the writing. And but I did get some new letters, and I got a couple of checks. So thank you guys for all your donations. We really appreciate it.
Way to go.
David Bailey. David, thanks for the message. I will drop a dime to some of the folks that I know down there. I did get your message loud and clear. Hector Pacheco. I got your big old fat book that you wrote me. Fred Lampkin Jr., we got from you. Gilmer, hope you're doing good. We got your message down there, and we're doing the best we can out here, but we appreciate you contacting us. Donald Bohm, I guess I pronounced that right, B-O-E-H-M. Thank you so much for your donation, and appreciate you listening after all these years. He said he's been listening since about 2004. That's about the same time I started. John Sane, I got Hank's letter. I'm going to make sure that he gets it. It's got my name on it too, but I'll make sure Hank gets it because it's got a really important donation in there for us. And then Charles Fuller, I got another letter for Hank there. Guys, continue writing us here. It doesn't matter if you want to send it to Hank or Miss Linda or Mysterious Mike or Captain Tom, but you can go ahead and write at the address, and I'll make sure that everybody gets it. My personal address is, of course, David Collingsworth, 4414 McCleaster Drive. That's MCCLEESTER Drive in Spring, Texas, 77373. So thanks for keeping on listening to the Prison Show. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, guys, if you use that address, it gets to us a lot easier right now than it does if we go to the station. I'm going into the station Wednesday to pick up mail, so I'm sure there's another stack there. I want to tell everybody, man, do the best you can to keep your distance. Do the best you can to wash up everything. If you touch it or somebody else touches it, wash that rascal, whatever it is. You know, you may have to hose your celly down. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, they don't do picnic parties anymore, man. They lock people up for that.
Well, there it is. But take care of the best you can. Take care of each other. Look out for each other. Like Ray used to say, walk slow and drink plenty of water.
Man, y'all stay tuned for Rebel Radio, because I think that we're just about out of time. That's about the best I can come up with. Hank, how about you?
I'm good. Thank you, everybody. Thank all the callers. Thank all the staff, you know, and thank KPFT, even though we're not in the building.
We'll see you guys next week.